3, 2, 1. Okay, we are live. So today's session, I am going to be showing you guys all about gifts, closing gifts, and client appreciation. So this is a big deal. I know a lot of real estate agents like to show appreciation to their buyers and sellers after a home is sold, or referrals, or just to build relationships with people. So this is a session I'm going to be giving you all the cool ideas and sources of closing gifts and client gifts that we've used in the past that you might want to consider going forward in the future. So what I want to caution on is this isn't the idea of I'll pay your first month's mortgage type of thing. So if that's what you're up to, you're not going to relate to this at all. It 100% is all about you just building rapport with people. I'm not trying to get you to buy business. In fact, paying people for referrals with gift cards and gifts is actually illegal in a lot of states and provinces. So I'm not going to be talking about when you get a referral, give somebody a gift, because it may or may not be allowed. However, there is a time and place to show appreciation. So these ideas that I want to share with you today will give you some inspiration, I'm hoping. So the first one I want to cover is getmagic.com. It's basically a 24/7 personal assistant. So what I really like about these guys is you can literally ask them for anything, not just closing gifts. So if you want one of my friends actually put me onto this program, and he needed a gift for one of his clients. So he literally just sends them a text message and says, I have a client, I have a $200 budget, get them a closing gift. And not a closing gift, get them a gift. And what they ended up getting them was, for $200, they got a bottle of scotch or something like that, laser engraved with the client's name, and then delivered to the client, all for under $200. So this is really cool. You can literally ask for anything. You're stuck at an airport, you need a taxi. Like, you can literally ask these guys anything that you want. It's 59 cents a minute. So it's not a monthly fee. It's not like a huge fee at all. It's literally 59 cents a minute. And you have a real virtual assistant who literally can tackle whatever you want. So if you don't have a virtual assistant and you want to start giving them some things to do, like getting client gifts, because you have to put a lot of thought into it and you don't want to think about it, you can get somebody like getmagic.com to basically do it for you. It's 59 cents a minute, and they bill you per minute. So they don't round it up to the hour. It's just, if it takes 14 minutes, it takes 14 minutes, and that's all you'll pay for. So that's a really cool one. Client Giant is probably the best closing gift company for real estate agents. So this is how it works. When you have a closing, this example on my screen is more for the Americans. It works in Canada and the US. However, the process is a little bit longer in the States. So in Canada, they have to shorten up the timeline. Anyways, it's relatively the same. So once the contract goes under contract, a unique contract gift arrives at the client's home. Moving boxes get delivered. A surprise congratulatory item is sent once the conditions are all waived. In the United States, they'll handle the transfer of all utilities and redirecting the mail. And they're working on something in Canada for that as well. They also send a handwritten thank you note on your behalf. A unique, highly personalized surprise delight gift gets sent to their home. And after the closing happens, professional cleaning service is sent to their home for maintenance, and then also a private dinner for two. That is awesome. That's a no thought on your process. They just do everything for you. And then after that, what ends up happening is hold on a second. After that, what ends up happening is they'll keep in touch with your clients going forward. So if you have any touch programs that you need help with, they'll do it for you. So it never stops. After the closing is done, they're going to keep you top of mind. Every quarter, they're going to send your client a unique gift. So for example, in the summer, they send them blankets, towels, and it says, summer is here. A figure extra beach towel is always appreciated. Mine tend to get lost or frayed in the laundry. Enjoy. And then your name. So it's just like a cool little touch. This one down here, I love. It says, I love for my house to smell like holidays this time of year. Now you're all set in case I decide to come over. That's pretty cheeky. I love it. I think that's hilarious. They'll send them gardening tools, umbrellas, like just random stuff. Every quarter, they'll send them a new gift. And it's just top of mind. So this wouldn't be all of your database. This would be your top buyers, sellers, sphere of influence that actually give you referrals. I would say, unless you could put it on everybody, like it's probably the cheapest marketing you could do. For that program, for the every quarter program, it's $9.99 a month. You could pay yearly and it's $100 a year per client. And then, so you'll pay $100 per year per client. And then every quarter, they'll send them a gift on your behalf and they let you know what the gifts are. The past ones were really cool. A mug. One of them was a coffee mug and it said coffee is for closers. Just they're always thinking out of the box for you and they do everything for you. Now, if you want the moving boxes delivered and everything, they have these different packages. So there's the gold package, platinum, and diamond. Most of you wouldn't do the diamond if it was like just a low-end townhome condo, for example. However, maybe on your luxury property you would, depending on what your commissions are in your area. But for the gold package, I think it's a no-brainer for most real estate agents to do that because they get the under contract gift, the moving boxes, the utilities and address change in the US only, a midway surprise, and a personalized gift for $349, where I know a lot of real estate agents are just doing like a Home Depot gift card for $200. And it's like, what's the value in that? None. Now, I want to share with you just some cool ideas that I've discovered that might give you some inspiration on closing gift ideas. This one is an app. I wrote the name of the app on the top of the page there. It works on iPhone and Android. And you basically take your photo. So you could use your own photo or take a photo with your camera. And then in the app itself, it will create a water painting out of that photo. So why would you want to do that as a client gift? Well, now that you have a picture of their home and you turned it into a water painting, you could do so many things with it. Shutterfly.com is a place where we can get canvas prints made. So you could actually take that photo, convert it into a water painting, go to Shutterfly, and the pricing on here for the canvas is $49. So for $49, you can have a canvas painting shipped to them with a watercolor of their home. Pretty cool. Shutterfly also does regular frames as well. So for $22, you get just like a standard frame, which I like these as well. Sometimes people don't like the big canvas frame because it takes up too much wall and it's hard to find a place for it. However, these smaller ones you can end up putting anywhere in the home. And people love to see a photo of their home. People don't want your client appreciation gift to have your branding slapped all over it. It should be way more about them and less about you. Shutterfly actually does everything from coffee mugs, iPhone cases, pillowcases, scented candles, like anything that you want branded, they can do. So one of the best things to get branded is just to take that water photo, water painting of the house, load it into here, and then you can get mugs made or whatever you want. It's pretty cool. They have so many options. Like back in the day, real estate agents used to have to buy things in bulk. Like if they wanted coffee mugs, they would have to buy 20 or 50 or 100 coffee mugs. Whereas now you can just buy one mug, $8 or whatever the price is. So it's pretty cool. I like Shutterfly. Instapainting.com, you can actually take your photo and somebody will take that photo that you upload and they will hand paint it on the canvas for you. So it's a real hand painted photo, which is mind blowing to me that you could get it done for $49. So these are cool gifts. I think I'd really appreciate it. TouchNote, this one has a lot of functionality to it. TouchNote allows you to take the photos on your phone, and at the press of a button, you can print and deliver mail from your phone. So as an example, you could put real postcards. It works out to between $1 and $1.50 per postcard. And magically, when you hit print from your phone in some factory somewhere, it is going to print your postcard, stuff it in an envelope, and deliver it for $1.50. So think of, you could use that for your closing gifts, client appreciation, referrals. If somebody gives you a referral, you could also do it for your listing presentations. When you go do a listing presentation, you're meeting with them and they're not ready to sell yet. They want to put off for like another month or so. And so on your way out, take a photo, and then in the car, you can just send them Tanya unmuted herself. So in the car, you can just send them a postcard directly from your car without you having to print stuff, stamp, deliver. It's pretty flawless. They also have templates already done in the app itself. So they have all these different layouts done where you can just drag and drop. You don't even have to use your photos. You can just use whatever images that they have. So that's pretty cool. And they also, not only do they print stuff and deliver postcards, but they'll also do picture frames with the postcard inside it. So I don't know how much the postcard picture frames are, but based on the postcard for $1.50 each, like that is a slam dunk. I think everybody on this webinar listening should probably get a hold of that. Send their top 30 clients a personalized thank you note. Kits is a company that I like, and the website is kitspack.com, and they make these really cool calendars. So see how each image in the calendar has the client's name. So on the juice jug, it says Andrew. On the sand on the beach, it says Greenspan, and then the birds are written in the sky with the word Andrew. So with this company, you can take your database. So say you have a database of 300 clients. You will load your Excel file to them, and then they will print off 300 individual calendars, and each month has a photo with the client's name written somewhere in the photo. So it's really personalized and unique to the clients. Those are really cool. SOCreferrals.com stands for send out cards. I personally use send out cards. I never did in the past. I always avoided it like the plague because people think I have an audience, which I do, but they also think I should be selling stuff to the audience, like lotions and potions and all this other stuff. So I avoided send out cards forever and ever until they made two changes. One change is now I can send a card, and on the back of the card, it doesn't talk about anything to do with send out cards if I don't want it. I could have featured listings, or I could have whatever I want on the back of the card. So that's a big deal, because before they used to have all about becoming a distributor and selling their product. I didn't want that. So they got rid of that. And then also they allow us to automate things. So I will send people a box of brownies with a card right in the box. So it'll have a postcard that says hashtag brownie points. For extra brownie points, please pass it forward because your referrals would be sweet. Do you know anybody else I could coach? So that's what I send people. Obviously, you would have whatever message you want on the inside. What's cool about send out cards is they'll actually send you a PDF that you have to print off and write out the alphabet, capital A, lower a, capital B, lower b. And what they end up doing is turning your handwriting into a font. And then when you print your cards, when they print your cards for you, I should say, it actually uses your handwriting in the card itself, which I think is really cool. Now, it's not just printing of cards that Send Out Cards does. It also will automate things like my gift cards, the brownies, like I said. So you know how when you do an email drip, for example, you got a new buyer lead, you'll send them an automatic email saying, thanks for registering. And then 3 days later, you'll send them another email, and then a week later, a month later, and whatever your time frame is. You can do the same thing with Send Out Cards, only it's not email based. It's actually physical, tangible goods. So I could schedule that in 3 months, I send them a gift card. Maybe this is a client closing or something. Hold on. And so I'll send them a gift card. And Send Out Cards, before I used to have to buy like 20, 30, 50 gift cards at a time. I would stack them in my desk, and then I would never end up sending them out. But with Send Out Cards, as they're printing your postcard, they'll stamp and stuff the gift card in it. So you can say, I want $10 gift cards, or I want $20 gift cards, or whatever, and then it will automatically put the Starbucks gift card in there for you. And because it's printing off each card one at a time, it will actually handwrite the client's name on the card. So this coffee cup I have, it says Rebecca. So it hand wrote Rebecca's name, just like she ordered a coffee. And then I have a saying on the inside of the card. It says, Rebecca, it's a crazy digital world we live in. People have big friend lists, but many are actually friendless. Touch screens are slowly making us lose touch, and FaceTime has replaced face-to-face. Please take the gift card and treat a friend or family member with gratitude. Who knows what conversations will brew? Live, love, laugh. So it has nothing to do with me saying, hey, I'm the #1 agent, love your referrals, blah, blah, blah. This is 100% just a really good positive touch. And therefore, when I call this person, because I want to know that they got it, my system is going to tell me to follow up and call them a week later. Do you think they're going to answer my phone? Probably. They're not going to avoid it like they have in the past, because agents just call once a year asking for a referral. This is hands down one of the cheapest things we ever got as a gift that people freak out over. It's just a dollar credit card case. So I would go to the local dollar store and try and find these. So sometimes it was a challenge. And whenever I found them, I would order I ordered hundreds of them. I would order the whole case. Like whatever they have, I bought them all because for $1 each. And then how would I brand them? By putting my business card in it. So when I'm meeting a seller at the listing presentation and I bring them the seller presentation and a package, I'm going to bring them a business card, right? Well, when you give them that business card, what are they going to do with it? It's just going to get lost and shuffled around. So I would put it in this dollar case and give them the case. And so many people were like trying to take the card out to give the case back to me. I'm like, no, that's for you to keep. You can put your gift cards, credit cards, and anything you see of value in there. And people are like, oh, wow, yeah, that's awesome. Thank you. So now they have a safe place to keep my business card. And then not only that, I made up 3 or 4 other business cards. They were more like information cards, and they were just call to actions. One talked about a home buyer seminar. Another one talked about house values. Another one talked about becoming a real estate agent. Another one talked about a real estate investing seminar that we have. So I had these other cards that all had a call to action and a way to enroll in that program, either through texting, calling, or emailing. And what it does is it's a memory jogger for people when they're flipping through it later after you leave. They're like, oh yeah, my sister's thinking of buying an investment property. I should get her onto this. I mean, it costs you $1. You might as well do something like that. So if you can't find them at the local dollar store, I'm sure you can buy them in bulk on Amazon, something like that. Just do a Google search. This company, I've seen a lot of people using these guys, and I never gave them the time of day. I always thought they were kind of gimmicky until I actually looked into them. So the Corporate Plus Club card is it's this. As a real estate agent, you get an app and a website that when your clients log in, they get instant access to all of these crazy deals. Like most of our clients end up going to a movie, right? Most of your clients end up going to parks and renting cars and doing all these different things. Hotels, 20% off, like choice hotels. Awesome. So, and it works in Canada and the US, like different sports teams, everybody around here. And so I would give this card to my clients, and realistically, nobody's ever going to log into the website. Most people are going to use the app. And when I show them, I give them a sheet of paper that has all of the discounts that they get. I'm like, it doesn't cost you anything. You just have to download the app and activate your account, and you instantly get all of these discounts on everything that you're already buying. So what's really cool about it is within this app, you can build your own affiliate programs through your other vendors. So your home inspector, you could load all their contact information and a discount. And it's not like everything has to be a discount. I'm just saying you could create some sort of value add for people where, like, I don't know, if they go through your photographer, they get upgraded to a virtual video tour or something. So you can create all these like programs that, because they're affiliated with you, they get extra value. And it doesn't have to be the extra value. It can literally just be a Rolodex of all your main contacts and affiliates. But what I'm saying is you don't have to just rely on the corporate card program, you can create your own. So your banking, even all the vendors that you use, like roofing, house cleaning, junk removal, like lawn care, you know what I mean? Paint, I already said painting, electrician, like all these other people that services that your clients may need, you could load them all in there and it's like a virtual Rolodex. And when you do this card, I like this example on the screen on the top right, it has the VIP membership card. I wouldn't actually build this as my business card. I would build it as a VIP membership card, and on the bottom somewhere I would have my company logo and my branding and everything, but I wouldn't make it my business card. Because what is it? Is it a business card or is it a VIP card? I want people to know that this is a VIP card. It's not a business card. It'll still have all my contact info, like really small at the bottom and not relevant or like in their face. But I like this design. It says VIP membership card, and people are going to see more value. If they see your business card that is full of fax numbers, oops, hold on a second. It's full of fax numbers, address for your office, like your social media, outdated photo, like don't do your business card. Do like some sort of VIP card that people know it's a value. So everybody you give this card to, it's actually like a plastic credit card. And so it really has a tangible feel to it. And when you give this to people, they each have a unique number. And when they register to create their account, it will ask them for their name and their email. And you get that information. So when people create their accounts under you, you're going to get their name and email. So it's a way for you to build your database. There are some chats. Let me just see what's happening here. Is TouchNote for Canada or just USA? I'm not sure. That's a good question. Sorry, I couldn't answer that. We also used to buy a starter pack. This is not a picture of the starter pack, but U-Haul has different kits, and we would buy a starter pack for our clients. So we would give them moving boxes when they were moving. And then we would take it one step further. We would actually print branded labels. So we would make an office, basement, bedroom, bathroom, and it would have our branding on it. So we actually would put our branding in this case. And these are stickers that people can put on the box to label what things are. It doesn't cost you a lot of money for these labels. We get them through Avery, and you can print them through your own printer at home or office. I use the half page ones. So this one in the middle right here. Half page is like about that big, and it's big enough for people to write out nice and big. You can put a lot of information. There's lots of room for your branding as well. If you go any smaller, it's like there's not enough room for both. So we use those, print yourself. We also made We Moved cards. So Avery has these business cards that you can print yourself at your office. And we would actually make a card that says, thanks to Danny and team, I have a new address. And then we would put their new address and postal code or zip code. And now they're handing out your business card to their immediate friends and family. Like we'd only give them one sheet. So one sheet has 10 cards on it. I think it would be pretty far-fetched to expect a client to hand out 20 cards, but we give them one sheet, and people either use it or they don't. But if they do use it, bonus. And then Vistaprint has these return labels. It's $12 for 140 of them. So we'll order up these return labels for our clients, and it has nothing to do with our branding on it. Like it's all about the client. So we use it's just a real true gift for the client. And then what we do also is give them a starter toolkit. So on Amazon, this one's $13.99, the orange one. Like we tell them this is just in case you need it in a pinch, you got an issue with anything. And I would actually joke around about it. I'm like, these aren't real professional tools, but take a photo. I want to see the things that you end up fixing with it to see what your handyman works like. And people kind of laugh at it. Then we would go to the dollar store and make a kit with a cleaning bucket and all the cleaning supplies. So for $20, we could fill up this cleaning kit full of different materials that they'd be using for when they're moving in. Now, what we do is we take all of that stuff that I just showed you, the boxes, the toolkit, the business card, the corporate plus card, the cleaning kit, the We Moved cards, the return labels, all of that we would put in one box, and then we would deliver it to the client. That would roughly cost about $200 collectively for all of that. What has a bigger wow factor, this or a $200 Walmart card? $200 Home Depot card. Like, this has way more of a wow factor. And like, I'm telling you, if you want to stick out in people's minds, you want to build that rapport with people, you want to make them say wow and like really appreciate what you're giving them. So this is an example of some really inexpensive ideas that you could do as like a closing gift. That's what we used to do. But now, with the advent of the internet, there's so many companies out there that will actually custom make swag for you. So as an example, on Etsy, you can go to Etsy and you search Yeti monogram, and you can get a Yeti mug for $14 that has the client's names put on it. Make one up for the whole family. This is something that they're going to use daily. If you put your logo on a Yeti mug, do you think they're like going to be real pumped up about using that every day? No. But if you put their branding, like their name, the family name on it, they're going to be way prouder about that and actually use it. And you want to give them things that they actually use on a daily basis or really appreciate. Just slapping your logo on something doesn't make sense anymore. We used to have to do that because back in the day, you used to have to order 20 or 50 or 100 of these cups or whatever you're ordering. But now with the internet, you can order a one-off and get it delivered right to the client. Uncommon Goods has these coffee cups. They're really cute. It's got a picture of all these different people. So you could make a coffee cup collection of the family members. So they have all these different templates of people, and they're not going to look 100%, but they look close enough. And you can pick the hair color, you can pick the skin color, you can pick the clothing color, you can pick all these different things. And there's men, women, children. So cool little idea. It's fun. It has nothing to do with you, but they'll actually use them every day, and they'll post that on social media and share it. Another one that's fun from uncommongoods.com is these personalized map clocks. So you can just literally go to Google, take a screenshot of like the Google map of where they live, and then upload it here, and they'll make a personalized map clock. And I would put their home right in the middle of the map clock, so that's like the pin on the map. And at the bottom left of this map clock is a custom message. So I don't know, you could add home is where the heart is or whatever you want. You could put whatever branding in the bottom left, come up with something clever. Not what I just said, because that wasn't clever. You can do the same thing with a custom map cutting board. So you can give them a cutting board that has a map of their home. Pretty cool. I know a lot of people would like that. My mom would love this. It's a wooden map. This is done through futurememories.com. They have a wooden map. You upload the photo of the area that the client just bought. And on the map, on a puzzle, I actually would put your branding. It's kind of fun in the bottom right, put your logo or something. Kind of pricey, $128 just for this. Now, I would get it for my mom because I know she would really like it, but not everybody would. MyDaVinci.com, they actually take your photo and a real person will hand paint it. So there's a couple of these companies out there. I would price shop around and see which one fits your budget the best, but that's another option for you. I really like this. So this is an Etsy shop. The girl's name is printed on the screen here, so you can just search her name. Anyways, see the blue photo on the left? It's got the little picture of the house. So this is like a template, and then she'll hand print a little tiny miniature version of that client's home. So say it's a bungalow or a 2-story detached or a townhome or a condo or whatever, she'll actually hand make that, make a miniature little, I think it's so cool, man. Like, I don't see the pricing on this. I forget what the pricing is, but it's a one-off. This would be a printed thing that gets printed and delivered to you. So you could frame it. You could just give it to them as a handwritten note, like sign the back of it. I really like it. I think they're so cool to have. I want one just for me, a little tiny, like I'm doing this 3-year road trip in a motorhome right now. Get a little picture of my motorhome on there. That'd be cool. So Sarah is another one on Etsy. You can just search, there's her name up at the top there. And what she does is she actually cuts paper into different messages. So she'll actually stencil out a blank sheet of paper and create these really, really cool messages. So as an example, on the left, you see a picture of a girl, and then you can customize this by adding the name of the child of your client. And then on the right is like for the boy or whoever, it says Patrick, and he's like dreaming. I love that photo. And then in the middle is ornament. So different seasons, you guys all have different celebrations that you have. So depending on what you celebrate, you can make different ornaments for the family. And I think these ornaments are like $10 to $15 per client. And it will be a piece of paper cut out with the client's name on it. And then you would go do a pop-by with it. Like, you probably wouldn't do that for your whole database, but it gives you an excuse to go face to face, and people are going to really appreciate that. And like, if they actually used it every year, when they're pulling that out to put it on display, it's going to be a memory trigger of who you are and that they love you. Personalizationmall.com, they have these red ceramic bakeware that you can get customized with whatever message you want. So this one says made with love by Carol. I would say something like homemade meals by Carol, or homemade meals is where the heart is, or something like that. You want to add the word home to it because you're giving to them as a client gift. And for $38, like, you could probably be paying $38 for something like this in the store anyways. So why not get it made with their name on it? It's not just that. They also do these serving bowls. So this is something that people would use as a gathering every weekend at the family. They were like binge watching Netflix and popping popcorn. So for $34, you can get the name of the clients written right on this serving bowl. Pretty cool, man. Like, you don't have to order 100 of things anymore. You can order one-offs. There's personalizationmall.com also does these paper photo note cubes. So remember that app where we said you could take the photo of the home and then turn it into a water painting? On one side of the cube, you could have the water painting of the home, and then on the other side of the cube, you could do your branding. So in this example, I probably would put my branding, like my logo on it. A lot of people don't know that you can order custom things through Amazon, which is really cool. So if you go Amazon search custom name wall decal, and there's 421 results. So you can see it says David on this photo here. It says David. It's a big capital letter D. And it's got the trucking and everything. And then Adrian and Nolan. So whatever the name of the client's kid is, you could get a custom decal made out. I mean, for $29, whether they use it or not, it's pretty cool. I think people I think it's cool. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. It's cheap enough. So Amazon has not just that. There's tons of things that you could get custom made on Amazon. So just Google search Amazon customizable products, and they have this category where you can click, like, that's cool, even just the license plate. So, say you have an auto mechanic as a client, you could get that put in his garage or something. So Amazon has a ton of gift ideas that you could do. I think this is dope. I want this myself. So agiftpersonalized.com has this canvas. It's black and white, and it's an intersection street sign where it has the client's name at the top and then the street address at the bottom, and it's $45. Like, you can't even go to Walmart and buy something that cool. You know what I mean? So $45, personalized canvas, and it's easy. You don't have to have any photography skills. Just when you do the ordering, you just type in the name of the client, type in the address, and boom, get it delivered. Personalization Mall also does this cookie jar where it says home sweet home. You could even do this for pets too. So if they had a pet, you could do it as like a food jar for the pets. Like, if you really want to get in with a client, they like their pet more than they like you. So cozy up to the pet. Stitch Folks on Etsy. This is really cool. Kind of expensive. It'd be for a unique client, but you can give them a photo and they'll turn that photo into stitched art. So an example of it would be take a photo of the home, and they will actually, on canvas or burlap or whatever it is, they will stitch something for the client. And they have different frames for it where it's like stretched out on this wooden, I'm not into it, so I don't know what it's called, but it's like a wooden frame that they stitch with. And my mom would freak out over this because she's into quilting and sewing and stuff like that. So, like, if I was to make this for her, do you think she would be showing it to her friends and family? 100%. Our First Home Palette on Etsy. So you can just go to etsy.com and search Our First Home Palette, and you can customize the colors and the message. And it's basically like a a home address, they can hang it up at their front door or on the porch or whatever, or even inside in the kitchen or wherever they want to put it. $41 for home wood pallet sign, custom made. Pretty cool. Customized doormats. So again, just because you can customize it and just because you can upload your logo doesn't mean that you should. So a client would way rather have their name and their family printed on it. I think this looks really cool. You make a logo just by using the capital A and, well, whatever the client's name is. So for me, it would be DW. So capital D, capital W. Or if it's a husband and wife, it would be like Danny, Becky. So capital D, capital B. And it looks like a logo. And then underneath that, you just put the name of the clients. And I forget the pricing of these. I think they're like $50 or something like that. Really, really cool. And the same company, oh, let me go back. Personalizeddoormats.com is the name of that company. The same company does personalized doormats for your dogs. So for the food bowls and the water bowls, like I would freak out if I had you as an agent and you bought something for my dog. I'd way rather a gift for my dog than for me. House keychains on Etsy. So you can actually get a custom keychain made with the client's initials, the date that they bought the home, and a saying like a new home, new adventures for $16. That is so cool. For $16, come on, that's such a cool touch. Instead of you buying keychains in bulk with your logo on it, barf, that sucks. This is way better. People are going to appreciate this. They're going to be like, wow, that's so cool. Thank you. So the moral of my story is all 90% of the gifts that you give people should be of value to them and not branded as you. So I actually Facebook Live this. And I want to see what better. People are going to appreciate this. They're going to be like, wow, that's so cool. Thank you. How do I stop that? So the moral of my story is all 90% of the gifts that you give people should be of Hold on, let me mute this. There we go. Okay, so there's 11 comments on Facebook Live. Let's see what people are doing. Would be happy to send anybody a picture and a list of what we do. Just message me or email. That's cool. Good. People will take you up on that. I use corporate cards, smiley face. Cool. Okay. It's actually, I'm trying to check on my iPad, but it's not really working. So I am going to end the live video here. So let me end this video. And for everybody on the webinar, I want to hang out with you guys just for a little bit longer to ask you if you got any questions. Cool. Okay, so Facebook Live is done. Now I'm just with you guys on the group coaching call. So what do you guys think of that? Do you have feedback? What do you guys do for your clients? Nothing? You guys don't do anything? Flowers? With a question mark? Yeah, flowers. Absolutely. I don't know if you actually do that or if you're just throwing it out, but flowers is a good touch. We really like all these ideas. We've been doing personalized address plaques from Wayfair. Oh, good touch. Wayfair. I should have added that. Good one. Since we're just looking at my screen, I'm going to search that personalized plaques on Wayfair. How do I feel about Cutco? I like it. Cutco, for people that don't know, they make personalized knives. They're really expensive. They're really good. Wayfair plaques and signs you'll love. Monogram, address. There we go. That's what you want. So if the suggestion was on Wayfair, and you would search the word monogram address, and they make custom addresses. Cool. Scentsy wax. Yeah, that's good. Especially if you have a spouse that does that sort of thing, because Scentsy is like a multi-level marketing. So you could help your spouse out. You've done gift cards, wine with goblets. Nice. Gourmet popcorn with accessories for the families. Cool. Right on, right on. I always buy flowers the day I do a virtual tour, dinners out, moving boxes. I often give diffusers and a nice scent. See, there's so many ways that you guys could say thank you. So I guess on that note, I'm going to end up by saying thank you for being with me today. We are going to do another session coming up in 2 weeks. I'm going to announce what it is. So hopefully you guys got some good ideas on there where you're not breaking the bank, but you are still giving value and having fun with the business. So I appreciate you all. I'll be with you next time. Thanks. Bye.
Hey, if you want to close more real estate transactions, get more buyer leads, and get more seller leads, click this button right here. It'll take you to our real estate group coaching page. Also, if you like this video and want more, you can subscribe by pressing this, or you can check out some of my past videos here. Enjoy!